They say that a brisk walk a few times a week can do wonders for your body. Maybe you've tried to boost the cardio factor by turning your walks into runs. With some work, you'd be able to build up some serious endurance. But what if you ran for an entire day? Let's do it! Hour 1. Your body will immediately start using the molecules we get from food for energy. Within the first 30 minutes, you'll start burning any bad fat, since your body uses this and glucose from food for additional energy. While glucose is getting absorbed by your body, you'll really start to feel the burn in your muscles. Your heart will be pumping hard to send blood to your muscles in an attempt to ease that burn. By the end of the hour, you'll have boosted your metabolism so much that it'll be higher for a day or so, and you'll have burned some fat. Some of the immediate effects would be bursts of energy as the body continues to convert calories into energy, elevated mood as the brain releases happy chemicals, and improved attention span. Hour 3. The amount of exercise recommended for the average person is 2.5 hours a week. So, if you're running for 3 hours, you're probably training for a marathon. An extremely fit person could complete a marathon in 3 hours, which is about 26 miles. If you run for 3 hours a day, you could be risking a sports injury, but your heart will be much healthier, you'll lose weight, your skin will look improved, and you'll have much more stamina throughout the day. Hour 5. It's possible, but at this point you would encounter some detrimental effects after running this long without experience. Your joints, especially your knees, will be in pain. But if you're training for a marathon, running 5 hours a day is a reasonable goal. A fitness runner could definitely finish a marathon in 5 hours. You'll see muscle tone and weight loss if you're running 5 hours a day on a regular basis, and you'll feel happier and less stressed. Just make sure you're maintaining a diet that's sufficient for this intense type of exercise. Hour 8. This might be nearly impossible to do if you're not an experienced runner. Let's assume that you're not. If you ran or worked out for 8 hours a day, you would, so to speak, hit the wall if you aren't getting enough calories and protein from your diet. You would probably stop feeling those happy chemicals, resulting in burnout and experience severe muscle cramps. Even in marathon runners, recent research has shown damage to the right ventricle of the heart due to heart enlargement. Here's the kicker though, doctors found that the heart was healing itself from this damage just a week later. Hour 10. Unless you've been an experienced marathon runner for years, running 10 hours at a time is definitely excessive. If a non-runner just took off willy-nilly, we probably wouldn't have enough endurance or muscle mass build-up. We'd be very prone to injury. At this point, anyone would really need to stop to replenish calories or risk the body breaking down. Now, if you're a cross-country runner and you run a long distance while purposefully keeping a slow pace, that's different. It gives an experienced runner a chance to fine-tune their form and work on their controlled breathing. Hour 12. Hopefully, you're carrying a piece of fruit or a granola bar with you to replenish some calories and glucose. At this point, your lactic acid might be out of whack too. Your muscles produce this when you're doing an intense workout. Abnormal lactic acid amounts in your body can cause an imbalance in your pH levels, which tell you how acidic your blood is. Too much acid in the blood can cause serious problems, including cardiovascular issues. Too much lactic acid can give you really painful, sore muscles or even cramps. Hour 15. Only experienced runners in tip-top shape should attempt to run for 15 hours. Let's start looking at some negative effects that excessive running can have on the body. A 15-hour run can seriously damage the cardiovascular and skeletal systems. Plus, the body has to burn sugar, calories, and fat for energy, right? When we burn all of our energy too quickly, it can cause plaque buildup in our arteries and something called oxidative stress. This is essentially damage to your body cells. Hour 20. Your feet, pro runner or not, would be in some serious pain right now. There are both a mental and emotional aspect to this kind of endurance. After a long race, experienced runners often feel a wide range of emotions: pure exhaustion down to the soul, tears, happiness, a break in the ironclad willpower, or a tangled-up mess of emotions. There are so many chemicals firing in the brain while running that the emotional end result isn't surprising. You might also be crying because it feels like your legs, calves, and feet are on fire. Hour 24. There's actually a special run held in Austria that lasts 24 hours, known as the Ultra Marathon. Participants see how far they can run in a 24-hour period. So, humans are able to run for 24 hours, but the damage may outweigh the reward. If you run for 24 hours, all the benefits of a normal running session – increased bone density, muscle tone, increased lung capacity and endurance, elevated mood – will likely disappear. Not to mention the recovery time you'd need for your muscle, joints, and cell damage. You would need a lot of sleep and time to replenish calories. Now, between you and me, and 30 million other subscribers, what's the longest you've ever run? Humans were built to run from an evolutionary standpoint. Think of our ancestors chasing after their food. But that doesn't mean that excessive running is healthy. There's no doubt that it's a good form of exercise, but moderation is the key. A good diet is important to support your body for exercise, and everyone's fitness picture will look different. Your age, fitness level, weight, and pre-existing conditions should be taken into consideration when coming up with a workout routine. Considering all that, we humans have made some major achievements in running. There's one recorded incident of a man outrunning horses. In another instance, a 61-year-old potato farmer ran for 5 days straight. That's what we call a spud stud. French runner Serge Girard set a Guinness World Record in 2010 by running 16,784 miles in 365 days. In 2015, Camille Herron set a world record by running 50 miles in about 5.5 hours. Xu Zhenjun ran the Beijing International Marathon in 3 hours and 43 minutes backwards. Keep in mind, only very experienced runners that are in optimum shape can run in extreme intervals of times like these, such as an Olympian or marathon runner. Running requires a lot of practice, in that it has a proper form and breathing technique. Never set a fitness goal or start a workout routine without consulting your doctor. As long as we train carefully and safely, there's really no limit to what humans can achieve in the running world. As they say, if you really want to know someone, run 24 hours in their shoes. Then when you're done, you're 24 hours away and you can keep his shoes. Okay, I'm kidding. Hey, if you learned something new today, then give this video a like and share it with a friend. And here are some other videos I think you'll enjoy. Just click on the left or the right one, and remember, stay on the bright side of life.